What would happen if every WrestleMania match was booked differently? Part 2. We are here with the WrestleMania Night 2 matches, analyzing what would happen if every single matchup was booked differently. We're gonna start with the World Heavyweight Championship match where Drew McIntyre is facing the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins in the opening match of WrestleMania Night 2. After all, there's no way that Seth Rollins was going to retain, so we're gonna say what if, after the South of Heaven chokeslam from Damian Priest, after he cashed in the Money in the Bank contract and went for the cover, Drew McIntyre would kick out. In that case, the entire arena would be in shock, but Damian Priest would go for another South of Heaven chokeslam. He is ready, he has McIntyre in the throat, but Drew counters this time. The World Heavyweight Champion goes to the ropes for a Claymore, right to the jaw of Damian Priest. But someone drags the referee out. It's CM Punk. After screwing everything up for Drew McIntyre, he's taking this opportunity from him, not letting him to retain his championship. He is looking at Drew, laughing at him, but Drew is not laughing. He's leaving the ring, is coming after Punk, but Punk counters. He's trying to take McIntyre down, and he is successful doing that. There is no referee to call for the disqualification bell. Now McIntyre is back in the ring, he is down, Damian Priest is down, and both men are getting back on their feet at the same time. Who is able to take the other one down? Damian Priest runs at Drew McIntyre, but McIntyre catches him with a Future Shock DDT. Damian Priest is planted down, but McIntyre is not doing anything about Damian Priest. He wants revenge from CM Punk, going after him with a Claymore, and this time, the bleeding CM Punk can't do anything about this. And after returning to the ring, Drew McIntyre goes for the Claymore. And still, the World Heavyweight Champion, Drew McIntyre. This is an unbelievable result, a failed cash-in for Damian Priest at the grandest stage of them all. Even CM Punk couldn't get the title off of Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre would prove himself as a more dangerous and a more dominant champion on Monday Night Raw. And speaking of Monday Night Raw, the rivalry between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre is continuing the way it did, but with this difference that Drew McIntyre has the title in his hand. And he is the one who has the upper hand against CM Punk in promos or even in matches. And in this case, Punk can't do anything about McIntyre. He's showing off his power and dominance. He defeats Jey Uso at Backlash, and also Damian Priest gets his rematch at Clash at the Castle, where this time Drew McIntyre is successful to retain his title in front of his friends and family. So Drew McIntyre is still the World Heavyweight Champion. And even the Money in the Bank opportunity could be used for some other rising stars like Carmelo Hayes, Braun Breaker, Andrade, and even main event Jey Uso to make their futures bright. But after Seth Rollins returns at Money in the Bank for a World Heavyweight Championship match, the match is ruined by CM Punk. But the difference is, this match is not a triple threat like real life. So the ref called for the disqualification bell, and the match is ruined. CM Punk is trying to beat the hell out of Drew McIntyre, with Seth Rollins only watching things from ringside. But then they get face to face, and that's how Seth Rollins involves in this rivalry with CM Punk as well. Also, Gunther becomes King of the Ring just like he did in real life, but the difference is he is now a SmackDown superstar because he was drafted to the Blue brand after WrestleMania. The rivalry can continue the way it did, so with Gunther facing Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line, with Seth Rollins as the special guest referee at SummerSlam. And Drew McIntyre is able to beat Punk in the way he did in real life, so he's still the World Heavyweight Champion. But the next matchup is the 6-man Philadelphia Street Fight. After Montez took out AOP, Karrion Kross is managing to take down Angelo Dawkins using the steel steps, but that's when Bobby Lashley launches himself to take Karrion Kross down, sends him back in the ring. He wants the spear. He's calling for the leader of the Final Testament, but he is catching him with a Doomsday Side-O suplex. Lashley's down, and now Karrion Kross has him in position for a cross hammer right to the back of the neck. Then he picks up the Almighty up on his shoulders for the final prayer. With Bubba Ray counting the 3 count, the Final Testament, are getting a massive win against Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. But this wouldn't make much difference. It would be only a simple, not a big push for AOP and Karrion Kross, and they can even win the tag titles by beating the New Day in the case New Day was the tag team champions. But we should be grateful that this didn't happen. Just like the 6-woman tag team match on the night 1, the result wouldn't be making much difference. But in the next match, if AJ Styles could manage to hit the phenomenal forearm to LA Knight, he wouldn't be kicking out, and the phenomenal one, with another massive win at another WrestleMania of his career, is looking forward to win a championship. And in this case, everything that happened in real life would be more logical because AJ Styles literally beat LA Knight on an episode of Friday Night SmackDown after WrestleMania to reach Cody Rhodes for his undisputed championship at Backlash in Lyon, France. Because it was AJ Styles who went after the undisputed championship, which is the world championship by the way, and LA Knight was just looking around for Logan Paul to see when can he get a United States Championship match. Also, a Clash at the Castle match, which was an I Quit match of course, would be having much more hype than it really had in real life because both men were victorious at WrestleMania. And in this case, LA Knight's way until SummerSlam for the United States Championship match against Logan Paul wouldn't be that boring. He could have many matches proving himself that he is worthy of that big attention until he becomes the #1 contender for the United States Championship to beat Logan Paul at SummerSlam for the United States title. But his win at WrestleMania wasn't that bad though, because the WrestleMania name and a win for LA Knight's career are effective. But next, we have the United States Championship match where the prizefighter Kevin Owens and the Viper Randy Orton are challenging the Maverick Logan Paul for his United States Championship. What if KO could manage to hit the pop-up powerbomb to Randy Orton? Randy would be down, but Logan Paul is entering the ring, but KO catches him with a stunner, and the champ is down, Randy is down, and the ref is counting the pin. Kevin Owens is the new United States Champion. He dethroned Logan Paul as the US Champ. Also, Randy couldn't win it. But as Randy and KO are friends, Kevin is giving him a United States Championship match on the SmackDown after, in a match built on respect. At some point of the match, where Randy Orton delivers the RKO to Kevin Owens and goes for the cover, KO kicks out. But Randy is not going for another RKO, he's going for the punch kick instead because he knows RKO wouldn't be working anymore. But here comes Tama Tonga, he delivers a flatliner to Randy Orton to take him down. Also, he's coming after Kevin Owens, the new bloodline who kicked out Jimmy Uso earlier in the night, are coming after Randy Orton and Kevin Owens in the main event of SmackDown, ruining the United States Championship match. But ladies and gentlemen, do you remember the Night 1 What If video? Where I told you Santos Escobar could become the United States Champion if he won the tag team match at WrestleMania to win the title that he thinks he deserves? This is how it could happen, because when he becomes the #1 contender for the United States Championship, he is facing the United States Champion Kevin Owens for his title. And after KO delivers the pop-up powerbomb, one of his rivals from the bloodline, Tonga Loa, is distracting the referee, so the ref cannot count the pin. So Solo Sikoa enters the ring and breaks the pin, with ref having no idea KO is being spiked by Solo Sikoa. He leaves the ring, but also Santos Escobar is taking advantage. He's climbing the ropes and from the top rope delivers a splash to the prizefighter to capture his title. Big win for Escobar, and this is how he can become the United States Champion, and Kevin Owens and Randy Orton would be continuing their rivalry with the Bloodline in the way they did in real life. But what if, when Randy Orton was sending Logan Paul out, he could take him out with the RKO to knock Logan off the apron? In this case, there's no Logan Paul, but Kevin Owens is back. He wants the stunner, but Randy Orton counters and delivers an RKO. So Kevin Owens is pinned and Randy Orton is your new United States Champion. A big win for the Viper, and on SmackDown he's dealing with his United States Championship and he is defending it against anyone who wants to take it off of him. So the United States title keeps Randy Orton away from the Bloodline rivalry, so Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens are outnumbered against the so-called new Bloodline. They are being punished and ambushed every single time the fight goes on their way. And this is the time that Jimmy Uso can return, and his return wouldn't be delayed for this long. He can return to prove himself and fight the new bloodline who kicked him out of the family. Also, he wants to be on Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens' side. Cody Rhodes can accept him as a member of his team, but KO can't. And he is leaving every time they get face to face. And this could be a start for Jimmy Uso to turn face, and even the prize fighter Kevin Owens to turn heel after this long rivalry. Next, we have the WWE Women's Championship match between the winner of the 2024 Women's Royal Rumble match, Bayley, and her former friend, the WWE Women's Champion, Io Sky. What if after the second rope moonsault that Io delivered and went for the third one, she could manage to hit that third one, so Bayley would be down and she wouldn't be surviving of this, because when Io goes for the cover, Bayley's not kicking out, and Io is still the WWE Women's Champion. But we should be thankful that this didn't happen, because the only thing is, with Io still the WWE Women's Champion and Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane, and Asuka getting a 6-woman tag team win against Naomi, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill at Night 1, they could prove themselves as the most dominant faction in the history of WWE's women's division. And also on the other side, Bayley would be continuing her rivalry with Damage Control, and she would be joining Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. But the thing can happen right here is that Jade Cargill has nothing to do with Bayley. Naomi is Bayley's friend. But we have Bianca Belair here too, who has not forgotten the things that Bayley has done to her, the things that she and the rest of Damage Control have done to her. Those punishments, those beatdowns are locked in Bianca Belair's mind. But this could lead to an 8-woman tag team match at Money in the Bank, where Bianca Belair finally does the unthinkable and betrays Bayley, so she turns heel and leaves the matchup. But next, it's the Undisputed Championship match in the main event of Wrestlemania 40 between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Remember, at Night 1, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins managed to defeat The Rock and Roman Reigns by pinning The Rock and getting a massive W and maybe one of the biggest wins in their careers. But now it's all about Cody Rhodes, who wants to finish his story, and also the match is free of the bloodline. It's only Roman Reigns, and it's only Cody Rhodes. A huge brawl is taking place in the main event of WrestleMania. A massive battle that no one would never forget. The American Nightmare is beating the hell out of Roman Reigns. He's proving that he is a championship material superstar. But Roman Reigns is also fighting back. But not until Cody Rhodes picks him up for a crossroads, rolls through for the second one, and he has him for the trifecta. But here comes The Rock, who delivers a rock bottom to Cody Rhodes, and he shouts at the referee that she would be fired if she does anything wrong. The Rock is the final boss, and he can do whatever he wants, and even if he wants, he can break his promise. After threatening the officials, he leaves the ring to grab a steel chair, and he helps Roman Reigns to get up on his feet. So Roman is beating the hell out of Cody Rhodes with the steel chair, and no one can do anything about it, and Cody Rhodes is being smashed by the tribal chief. Even the security guard is here, but The Rock leaves the ring, and he is threatening those two just like every other WWE official, and he says, "I'm not playing any games around here. I'll do whatever I want because I'm the final boss. I'm your boss, and if you don't want to lose your job, you'll do your job. This match is no interference, right? So protect the ring from any other interferences." The Rock is continuing these threats. He threatened the referee, and now he's threatening the security guard. He did what he wanted to do. And also, if we take a look back in the ring, we see Roman Reigns continuing the punishment with Cody Rhodes not having any other backup. Roman Reigns sends Cody Rhodes to the corner for a massive Superman punch right on the jaw, ducks underneath for a rib-breaking spear. Massive win for Roman Reigns, and this win literally buried Cody Rhodes, and he cannot get back into the world title picture. He has to prove himself in some other way, and we don't know what way it would be, and we can say it's somehow impossible. But on the next SmackDown, we have the Bloodline happy, celebrating their wins at WrestleMania, saying goodbye to The Rock. Speaking of Bloodline being happy, Roman Reigns, with a massive win with the help of The Rock, retained his title and is still the undisputed champion. Also, Jimmy Uso was victorious at Night 1 when he defeated his brother, Jey Uso. And the Bloodline is thanking The Rock, saying goodbye to him. And also The Rock acknowledges this greatness. Not only the greatness of Roman Reigns, but also the greatness of the Bloodline. He's thanking them for letting him to have this moment with his family, having a massive run as the final boss, involving in a family business. But also, we see a man who is not happy. That man is Solo Sikoa. He didn't even have any match at WrestleMania 40. He wasn't even seen in neither nights. Where The Rock says, "Thank you everyone. Thank you Roman Reigns. Thank you my family. But to the ones who think I'm not the man of my word, remember, the match was bloodline free. And I interfered because I'm not in the bloodline. Good luck, Roman, and keep that title for the moment we both want. If you smell what the final boss is cooking, and what the final boss will be cooking." The Rock with some huge words that leaves many people confused. We don't know what was he talking about. He somehow told Roman Reigns that he will return for the Undisputed Championship, or we're misunderstanding something. But that doesn't matter now, because we're now on Monday Night Raw with Cody Rhodes, who's still a fan favorite, but the people can't disrespect him, just like they can't even cheer him, because he has disappointed the fans by not winning the Undisputed Championship. Not at WrestleMania 39 when he won the Royal Rumble, and not even at WrestleMania 40 where he again won the Royal Rumble. And even Cody tells everyone that he does not deserve anything else. He does not deserve this attention. He does not deserve these cheerings. He does not deserve these chants. Where suddenly, burn it down! A man who was with him in this way is here. Seth Rollins is interrupting. "Cody, don't talk like that. It wasn't your fault. The Rock wasn't the man of his word. Yeah, you maybe can't be challenging Roman Reigns again. It won't be easy, no. But you deserve the love you receive from the WWE Universe. There isn't always a happy ending. You can do something else. That title isn't the only title in WWE. Isn't the only world title. You can be proud of yourself. That hustle, that fighting spirit was enough to make Dusty proud. You deserve all these good things, Cody. But you also deserve the bad ones." "I lost my World Heavyweight title because of you. I was smashed multi-times by them because of you. I wrestled 2 nights with my back and knee injury, and I only wanted one thing. I wanted you to finish your stupid story." Seth Rollins has lost it. After stomping Cody Rhodes in the middle of the ring, he grabs a chair from under the ring and is beating the hell out of Cody Rhodes. He believes that it is Cody's fault. The Rock was right. F your story. On SmackDown, we have Roman Reigns defending his Undisputed Championship in the way he always does in real life against some #1 contenders, where at some point at Clash at the Castle we're having maybe the biggest episode of the Grayson Waller effect, where his special guests are Paul Heyman and the Undisputed Champion, Roman Reigns. And after Roman Reigns talked about his reign, his historic reign, he's being interrupted by "Burn it down!" Seth freaking Rollins. And at that time, Grayson Waller knows that this is not his place anymore, and he lets Seth Rollins to enter the ring. "I'm gonna make it quick, Roman. I'm your one and only challenger that you could not beat to retain your title. And you know you can't beat me one-on-one. So..." After months, we have the return of Cody Rhodes. Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns are leaving the ring, but Cody Rhodes is coming after the one who betrayed him. He's coming after Seth Rollins. He is fired up. And even though he didn't finish his story, he is still the fan favorite. He delivers a Cody cutter to Seth Rollins. But he is not done yet. He is fired up. He wants revenge from Seth. He ducks underneath. Seth sets in position for a crossroads. He is standing tall. He is fired up. And he says, Seth, we did it 3 times. We did it the classic way. We did it inside Hell in a Cell. And I proved you can't beat me neither way. So this time, I'm gonna give you a chance. So maybe you could beat me. Because it's not about pinning your shoulder down for 3 counts. It's about keeping you down for 10 counts. Last man standing. Cody Rhodes is challenging Seth Rollins to a last man standing match, and even when he got back on his feet, he's getting crossroads once again by the American Nightmare. But after that, we see Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce, the general managers of both SmackDown and Raw, announcing that Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes will have this massive battle at Money in the Bank Premium Live event, where the winner will become the #1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship and will face Roman Reigns in the main event of the biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam. So we are now at Money in the Bank, where Cody Rhodes is facing Seth Rollins in a last man standing match. Massive battle is taking place in Toronto. Kendo sticks, steel chairs, using the announce table, using the steel steps. Seth and Cody are beating the hell out of each other. They did this 3 times before this, but this time it really feels different. The brawl is even taken in front of the stage. Cody and Seth are beating the hell out of each other. They can do it anywhere in the arena. Even they reach backstage. They are in backstage. They're continuing the fight in the most dangerous place. And after Cody delivers a crossroads, the ref has started counting. Count number 3, count number 4, and Cody Rhodes is just waiting until he gets speared by Roman Reigns and he's knocked down. He goes through the table. He is down, but so is Seth Rollins. The ref has restarted the counting with Roman Reigns spearing Cody Rhodes. Both men are down. He didn't want to face neither man at SummerSlam, so he thought ruining this match would be a way to prevent this from happening. Count number 8, count number 9, both men are down, and count number 10. At SummerSlam, we have a triple threat matchup between the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, who challenged Roman Reigns 2 times before, and also Seth Rollins, who challenged Roman Reigns once before, who even won that match, but it was because of the disqualification, so he couldn't dethrone Roman Reigns as the champion. And now, all these histories are gonna make some sense in the main event of SummerSlam. At some point, Cody Rhodes manages to take down Seth Rollins, but Roman Reigns enters. Cody manages to counter his attack as well. He delivers a crossroads to Roman Reigns. He rolls through for another one and is about to hit the 3rd one. No one is interrupting, and the 3rd crossroads. But here comes Solo Sikoa. He is dragging Cody Rhodes out, and he and Jimmy Uso are beating the hell out of the American Nightmare, slamming him onto the announce table and taking him down with a double suplex in the ringside. Super kick after super kick until Solo sends him back in the ring and Roman covers him. But then we see Solo Sikoa dragging Roman Reigns out. He is spiking the Tribal Chief. He is finally making his way into the spotlight. Even Jimmy is shocked. He doesn't have any idea. He gets spiked by his brother as well. But the problem is, it's not only Solo Sikoa. We see 3 other wild Samoan wrestlers here. We see Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu entering and beating the hell out of Roman Reigns. And this is how Solo Sikoa can form the new bloodline to ambush the new one and beat the hell out of the Tribal Chief. With Roman Reigns beaten down in the ringside, Solo Sikoa picks him up and sends him back in the ring. Cody Rhodes was taken out by Solo and Jimmy, and Seth Rollins is taking advantage as he stomps his longtime brother, who he doesn't need anymore, to become the undisputed champion. Seth Rollins with a massive win in this triple threat match. He defeated Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns at the same time to become the undisputed champion. Also, we witnessed the formation of the new bloodline, including Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa. Also, remember that The Rock told Roman Reigns that he should keep the undisputed title for a moment that he and Roman wanted, but Roman couldn't keep the title so they can have their own path in the future.